portion of that $3 million prize pool in Pmgc. Hey, a big push up in that last day is still a very nice thing to see from Vampire if they can keep it going.
Well, guys, let's get going into the first air and gale of the day. Alpha 7 only need 5 more points to reach that smash zone. Will they get it? We are about to find out as we take it on over to our casters, Blake and me.
Well, thank you very much, Jukes, and I'll see you in approximately 5 seconds, indeed, as we head over towards Arundel now, our second match of the day. No smash ruling in effect just yet. Just yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet, indeed, but it could happen right here, right now. 5 points, honestly, shouldn't be a real sweat for Alpha 7 to get here, but they are playing a little bit differently, right? We heard 7, he was talking about how Alpha 7 kind of went full passive mode, which we get.
Hey,
right?
Yeah. It's not them, though, is it? It's not them.
No. And that's the thing is that when you adapt your playstyle here at such a big stage, man, you can get in your head so easily, second guess yourself on pushes, and that little hesitation at this high level, I mean, that could make or break you.
For Alpha 7, I mean, they're a team that loves to just play their own game, right? They want to take that position in the circle, they're going to go for it. I don't think they really suit that passive play style. I think once you hit that, I think you just got to play, get out of your head right now.
Yeah.
Once you're on that match point, sure, you got time. You do absolutely have a little bit of time to work with. So it's going to be a little bit of a late drop for teams over on that northeast side, a late rotate down. So if the squad's getting out early like that, got it, Vampire out early, isn't it? Okay, so they're getting looted, suck it, shooting over towards some of our other squads. That's rough. That's rough at best.
See Alpha 7, you know, not going to their George drop. It was a little bit too far from the plane path, so they go on that east side. You can see them looking to possibly even wrap in the Yaznaya here, trying to get some loot, and then head on into this next circle. DRX, dead center in the zone. D Xavier as well. One thing that's so crazy to me, like, oh wait, prison!
I don't get this. Yeah, I'm also confused. It had to be Rosemary, right? It had to be Rosemary.
Always. Oh, Rosemary always getting caught in crazy situations. Man, Alter Ego is that one team that I look at, and it's so hard for me to get a good grasp on them because they have these crazy pop-off performances from single players, great opportunities, but then you just see these weird tiny mistakes that just make them fall apart.
It's funny because, you know, we've been talking about this on the cast quite a bit, where for Alter Ego, they're a team that is fantastic, so much potential, but like you say, they're clumsy. They're kind of like, they're a bit of a Velma.
That's kind of a good way to put it. You know, it's like
a bit of a Velma team.
You know, it's like when somebody lost their glasses, or there's some kind of communication issue, or something that's causing it.
Trip.
Yeah, tripped, I fell, or like, oh, wait.
Oh,
down to 7! What's out? Oh my gosh, the turn! Oh, he has a pistol. Rebel with a pistol.
No way!
And that's Alpha 7 down. Rip.
Yo, this makes no sense. Max, I'm so surprised. You got the Uzi in your hand? That's not the close range weapon, dude. The M14 is not the close range weapon.
You do tricks.
I'll tell you one thing, right? Alpha 7 may have the fact that they have Alpha in their name, right? But with those players down, they ain't saving them. Unlike when it comes to Doc, you know?
That's true. Alpha Gaming, they would absolutely just send it towards that gas station. But yeah, we ain't sending it now. Amori with the highest elims in the lobby. Close by Loxy, actually. You know, I think Loxy has had a step up of the year. I think he always in the past was very, very good. Sure, and you could always rely on him to be like the fragger of the team. But I think this year he's just set himself so far apart from the rest of the squad. No, that's a bad thing. I think the rest of the squad is very, very good. It's okay to have a superstar on your team. And again, they all provide different qualities, which is something quite rare in squads, honestly.
Yeah.
Where you get a player like Wild, who is your de facto survivor in the team. You've got Silas, who scouts. You've got Zed Wolf, who's an off-angler. And then you've got Loxy just on these really, really good clutch moments and just being that central pusher on the squad. So cool, honestly. And I don't think that roster is going to be splitting or changing around for quite a while. You can quote me on that.
Yeah, they shouldn't.
Yeah, they should. They should clip me on that.
Yeah, no, clip me on that, but they shouldn't change roster.
They should. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm waiting for the time when they do change the rosters. And it's my voiceover, which will be completely deserved, by the way.
Hey, you know what? I'll tell you what. There's been some superstar players that we've seen here in this PMGC, and the one thing that's the hardest thing to teach is clutch. You can only get it with experience, more reps at such a big stage. And, Amori has proven himself, right? That, hey, you know what? When the lights are on, the crowd is roaring, I can hit the crazy shots.
He's born in the clutch, man. 100%. That's where he thrives, where he lives now, too.
That's right. Let's see what Doc can do, though. Alpha Gaming. On the move when it comes to Ulf. This is starting to get a little bit scary here, because it's shockingly close with how crazy all these squads are.
Yeah.
Almost anybody can put up a 20-point game, right?
Seven was talking about this on the desk, actually.
Yeah.
With Inner Circle and Gen G. I can't hear you, yeah. Yeah, he was talking about Gen G and APG and Inner Circle. And then he kind of like lost his point a little bit. And then,
Brought it back.
memory kicked back in again. And he's like, wait, that's what APG is. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. But he was right. He was right.
Yeah.
In his own delirious way.
Hey, take that all day long. Also take that Polar Party Mini 14. You guys saw it there. Get in the game and get it as soon as you can. As we're looking at Ulf, feeling good, man, after that game one. 106 points in total. They are definitely positioned to be a huge threat to Alpha 7 now that they're only down to 2 players. But what are those last 2 players are going to do? Because you see Carrillo, he's already on the western side of Gatka, or actually North Quarry, putting himself in a good spot. I think it's hide and seek for Alpha 7 this game.
I think it's hide and seek as well. 5 points, it's not a crazy amount to put up. As 2 players on a wrangle, it feels a little bit improbable. But it's not out of the world of possibilities for that squad. And I think between Carrillo as well as Obscure, they got this. It's just you can't really be going down to Flash like that. That's a rough one over in gas station.
Oh man, they didn't see that coming, that's for sure.
They were so undiluted as well by the time they got there. I think that was the most stressful part for them because they had made that straight shot from Northeast Isnaya. I thought that they would. I thought they'd wrap over towards North George, honestly.
I mean,
but they didn't go for it. I think that plan's good.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It really does. It looks like they're in their heads big time here. I mean, you got Rebel with a pistol going up against an Uzi and a Mini.
The Mini was the main problem.
The Mini was the big threat, that's for sure.
My Uzi may be small, but my Mini is smaller and deadlier.
That's right. Mighty. That's how you do it. Mad Bull's taking this spot. This is one of my favorite locations when it comes to these zones in Erangel. If you take these buildings, you have such a huge lay of the land when it comes to the south side. It's very difficult to push on. So I like the fact that Mad Bulls are taking the spot early.
It's a great spot. Honestly, I've seen multiple times on the kind of circles where they go north on this one, which I'm hoping it is now because that will prove my point in a second. Please. No, never mind. We won't talk about Everest anymore, I guess.
Yep. No, it's not as good.
We're heading back down towards the swamps, though, which is kind of annoying for Alpha 7 because I think Brazilian teams typically actually play quarry swamps really well, multiple times. And I think that it is frustrating for Alpha 7 now not having all 4 players because this could have been a really, really strong approach for them.
Take a look here as the rotations are starting to ring out here. You got Alpha 7 just hanging out inside a quarry. Definitely a lot of nooks and crannies they can hide in there. Hopefully try to steal some of the eliminations. They only need 5 to put themselves into that smash zone. But everybody right now, the calm before the stop, just trying to find a spot in this next location. E-Arena, all the way still in North George Blue. They're rotating in super late here.
Yeah, also annoying for Alpha 7 saying E-Arena just totally squandering North George. It's like, God damn it, guys, like, we could have played that. We could have been here so much sooner past hospital. A bit of a different approach here from Alter Ego as well. Fire. Try and play as central as possible. I feel like they knew that they were the center to a T. Mathematically, with Utica going insane on the shots at the moment.
And what is Regnum doing? They fall flat on their faces.
Back to back as well. What a rough start.
That might be GG, actually.
It could be
GG no read.
You're right. What do you say with this? I mean, this is
Present, like,
yeah, that's true.
That's a true.
Oh my goodness, man. Regnum Karya crumbling here at the start. That is a tough.
They still got time.
Yeah, they still got time. They still got points. But the problem is,
That does kill the man.
yeah, you know what? We were talking about this, Max and I, during all the earlier stages. I call it the last game curse of a tournament like this, okay? The last match of the day is never as you expected. There's squads that know they got no chance of making it, into that first place position. They start pushing people like crazy.
Are you saying like a lich cast the spell?
I'm telling you, it's like the last game of the day is so wild that you can't depend on it to try and get like a 20-point game or something like that, because it's just not the typical esports PUBG mobile that we see.
Yeah.
So if I'm a coach or I'm like, yo, we gotta make something happen here now. Oh, nice little vehicle switch there from Zeus. Getting knocked though, and back and forth shots ringing out. Ulf here this though.
Yo, yes, you're right on Ulf. Right on Ulf, coming straight in here from the sidelines. See if they can clean up off the back of this, but I don't think they got too much of a result off that, Jukes.
Yeah, it looks like Flash were able to just finish that out pretty quickly there. They did hear the noise, but they're going to have to push into this next zone here, as it looks like we're going to get a nice little Quarry Promosk road finish.
I prefer this one to North.
Yeah.
Very tough on the north side. Does create that little awkwardness with the high ground that drops down towards that low ground on the road. But for Kara as well as Talk, it's not as bad as it seems down on the beachhead. I actually think that's a pretty nice location to play. It is just that wrap out late game, which is going to be unfun.
Yeah, that zone goes north, they're going to have a hard time. That's for sure. Let's see what Thunder Talk does. They're holding the pier right now. Kara, again, just losing players early. Not the Pmgc that we're hoping for. But, man, they're starting to see a lot of congestion into this circle. Teams finding their spots. This next zone's going to be critical. Let's see what Ulf does. Uh-oh. They may have spotted Zing isolated here. And Scarface pushes up in and out. Zing's going to be in big trouble.
I mean, don't look like it. It looks like Zing just does not care. Finally, some shots back towards him. Scarface getting taken down as well. So for the second place team, that feels rough. Let's not talk immediately in. We are in gear sighting right now with the immediate crash over towards the rest of the team to administer that triage to the rest of the squad. Keep him up and kicking. Because Vampire to find those shots, and I think that was a lazy, sort of over-optimistic push there from Ulf, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it just looked like they could have pushed him and just been like, all right, 3v1, no problem. But they hear him and just said, oh, maybe we go this way. And then all of a sudden just get taken out. That's what I'm saying. At this stage, any little second guessing, you're going to get punished for it all day long.
I definitely felt like second guessing with
oh my gosh,
Scarface dragging the feet, or in this case, dragging the pop tire. It did not look good, but a lovely nade on top will take another down. I think that is resable though, so for Ulf, there's a possibility to keep this game rolling. Especially in second place, they want to put some more points on the cards because you got DRX chasing, you got APG chasing. This is sort of the perfect lineup over towards the top side of the lobby. Honestly, Alpha 7, Ulf, DRX, APG, Regnum Karya, Alter Ego. What an amazing top 6 we have right now.
Yes, we do. Top 6 ready to go. Alter Ego, all 4 up here, getting towards that mid-game. Getting some sightlines on APG, respecting them though. That is definitely the right play. Where's the circle gonna go, though? That's the question. If it heads over to Corey, this is gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah, Ari could get a great game out of it, but we'll wait and see. Because you're right, I think there is.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Alright, Pmgc circles in full effect here.
You're right.
Yeah, we're straight down towards the south side of Vampire. Might just be able to eclipse the lobby on this one. This could be a great game from them. They're able to hold the position, but teams are coming in real fast right now. They are burning rubber to get here.
Man, this is the worst circle ship for DRX. They were literally at the tippy top of the north side here. They're going to have to go through so many squads to try and push on in. Oh my gosh, the Xavier are pushing right through the middle of everybody with Alpha Gaming going up against Alter Ego. Top, gonna have to make this 1v1. Actually, those yellows right behind them, and Alter Ego are out of there. Alva just gonna try and survive by himself.
Yeah, nice clean finish there coming through from Alpha Gaming. 3 elims now, Reefers getting res by Ziol. That's a fairly nice hold there coming through from APG, but you do have P+, waiting in the wings at the moment. Breathing down the necks of Alpha Gaming. Kara as well, just still can't catch a break.
Yeah, can't.
Bad day
It's
today.
like literally everything is just going wrong, and that's the unfortunate part of it. Some people get blessed, and some people have it tough, and unfortunately, that's Kara there. That was a big fight though for Alpha Gaming, right? 3 eliminations. They take out Alter Ego there. They are now inching closer to DRX. The prize pool jumps significantly here in these top 3.
Yeah, I mean, for DX Xavier, though, I think that was the big thing that we sort of missed there. It's not our fault.
Yeah.
We were focused on the cool elims, cool action going on. But they wrapped out towards the south. And Kara wants to get a little bit of the pie down here on the beach. I'd like to get underneath the parasol alongside with Parajin and DX Xavier. But it's a spooky here. It's basically whoever can throw more first.
Yeah, that dip is really tough. I get it. I mean, it's so great position when it comes to the circle, but it's going to be very difficult to hold as Alpha. Very close to Vampire. Remember, Vampire, nothing to lose here. Now with that nade, they are on the push. Here we go. We can see right now Lazarus throwing in some nades. Doc trying to get the res onto Reefus as they inch closer. The Xavier going to probably pop some shots off here from the third party, but they don't.
APG now looks to reset on this one. Kara does go down in the meantime, so DX Xavier save themselves on this. So DX Xavier, they sort of took the slightly less good position, but APG, they wanted the actual position in the circle here versus Vampires, and they are happy to challenge for it.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty tough fight, though, because if they continue to ring these fights out, they're going to get third party. Like, for sure. That's such a dominant position. Yeah. But it's also going to be difficult to rotate, too, because everybody's on the edge of the circle. As we look here at the edge, R8 getting into it with E-Arena. Joker making some shots onto Amori. Not going to be able to hit those from that distance. And yeah, he's going to have to go ahead and take off. But look, there's Alpha 7. Those are the 2 players right there. Oh, they are in such a tough position at that warehouse. If the zone goes south, which it most likely will, it's going to be very difficult for them to put those 5 points up.
Yeah, people are going to be wanting it. For APG, though, I think they're kind of okay to just coexist with Vampires at the moment, which is probably the best play to go for right now, because you don't want to get third party. So as long as you can help each other out, you know, help brother out in the middle of the circle, we get like second or first, you know, that's okay. We can change that out.
That's the right play, 100%. You know, I think the reason why we saw that fight even start ringing out is because Vampire at the bottom, and they're just like, we don't want you.
We don't have to share. We don't want to
have to share. We will.
Oh, here we go. Alpha 7 trying to get those 5 eliminations. Oh, and they didn't. A 0-point game. And that is going to be one more match we're going to see guaranteed here, Blake.
That is massive news for every other squad inside the lobby right now. Every time we go to that screen and the boys over on the stage room see that Alpha 7 aren't in match point just yet, it's one more game of freedom. In fact, 2, honestly. So every time. So right now, the games cannot end until match 4. Every time we move that marker, teams getting happier to try and chase. It is a struggle right now, though, because second, third, fourth, so close together. It is a tight-knit leaderboard up the top side.
I'll tell you what, though, this is huge for Alpha Game, right? The fact that we had Alpha 7 go out there in a centralized position. They have the warehouse, 3 eliminations so far. With a win here, that could put them easily into second place, very close to first. Let's see how this is all going to play out, though. You got Mad Bulls going into it with E-Arena. Dead pack middle squad right now. 82 points with 6. Mad Bulls need to win this. Flip getting naded. That is not how you want to start this one off. And now you got Tourniquet on the push. This fight, though, just getting extended, taking so much time. Oh, but that looks like it. E-Arena putting Mad Bulls on the back foot.
600 damage right now for Tourniquet looks awesome. Honestly, another nade goes through, won't be quite the air first, and catches moment. Nade's out in hand. 11's going to try and push forward, but won't be able to get the knock there. The Thai team is up to 18 on this match. Their run not done just yet. 13th place on the leaderboards, but between 78 and 10th place and 5th on 84 is nuts, right? It's really not that bad until you really get down towards Vampire 15 for 48 points, but this is such a close lobby. Everyone's putting up points. Everyone's putting up points. So if we get to the end of this, if your favorite team went out at 12, I don't think you could be too unhappy. The other was basically 4.
Absolutely. I mean, we heard as soon as that fight, we got the crowd going crazy for E-Arena because they realized, like, yeah, 68 points so far. They win this game, another good one. They're in the show for some big money here.
It's an amazing one, and they get the entirety of the Northern Circle to themselves after basically being the lone winners of all of that engagement in the woods that sweep across that area.
Take a look here where this next circle is going to go. Will it head on over to the beach? Will it head on over to that long road? Either way, I think no matter where the zone goes, Vampire and APG are going to be good, at least for the next circle. Let's see how they decide to play. Oh my gosh, they are locked dead center of this position. So Vampire, APG, all they got to do is just look at it each other direction, handle everybody else, and that could be an easy first, second place finish from these two squads. But they're going to have to stop the pushes as all teams have their eyes locked on that compound.
Yeah, I remember teams probably wish that they'd crash this a little bit sooner.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, I think for Alpha Gaming.
Oh my God!
Bye-bye!
That's some shrapnel. The king lays down. That's rough for D+.
That one hurt. Here comes E-Arena on the push now. Nice little defensive nade there from Lazarus. Stops Joker. Let's see how they push this. Alpha Gaming are very, very close, but I don't know if they leave this building to push this. Let's see how this goes, though, as Lazarus trying to find the off angles here. E-Arena don't have time to get this res off. They have to fight this. Tourniquet's holding off that position there. Mormon got that nade locked and loaded. Can he get it on the Tourniquet? He doesn't. We switch on over, though. Tourniquet on the other side. And Vampire making it happen here on the final day.
We ain't the only high score in the lobby. All right. Put some respect on the name. Good shows, but for APG, they're starting to sweep right now. Jukes, they're moving through. Alpha Gaming looking to get something done. Bialak is down. Lazarus, Tourniquet looking to hold out. A long nade into the building to find anything of the sort, though.
Alpha Gaming has had that itch. They could not stay still. Said, you know what, we got to start making the moves. But it's E-Arena that finished out Vampire.
11 eliminations on the match. What a great game it has been here for E-Arena. Manso makes his way in, but pretty sure NC2 knows, no?
Yes, he does. He has to know. Yep. Uh-oh. Just missed that nade there. NC2 playing it very quiet. Oh, and not going to be able to get that one. Yeah. Now look, DRX on the push. Xavier have just been holding this little beach for the whole time, though, being very, very quiet.
I think NC2 might be safe, though, because APG is pretty sure now they've cleared him. That's right. They thought he was the last player. Marcel, the one who kind of creeps in, plays body double right there for NC2.
Works out for him here. Now APG are just battling it out with DRX. There's still so many top squads in this one, Blink. You got 2nd through 4th still alive. Xavier in 6th. big threats. And then, man, it's still so crazy to be looking at these numbers. 12th and 13th place are not that far away.
71-72 at the moment. Thunder Talk, after all the good they did over in their Pmgc, cleared away one of the most dominant teams throughout the league stage. Just have not been able to truly transition that through over towards the grand finals. Can we even say that with how close this lobby is? I think we just have such strong teams here. Alpha Gaming, no one's going to talk about this earlier before we started getting some fighting on board, is that they were the only team with the balls to make this move.
That's right.
All right?
Yep.
They had the gusto to go for it, and I think that that's what a lot of other teams are missing at the moment. I don't think they would have gone for that, but Alpha Gaming is like, this is the winning play.
I love that about Alpha Gaming. You know, like some teams and some players, when everything just starts getting so hectic, they default to a certain play style. And it looks like Alpha Gaming just prefer aggression, right? Let's go and get it the hard way, just push and see what happens. And this time, it pays off big time. Alpha 7, shockingly, right, decided to go on the passive side of things, and they're getting punished for it. But they did get punished for it big time.
The APG likely will set themselves up with chicken dinner here and a couple more eliminations for a next game match point. Same with Wolf, if they can keep pushing through, but they're down to one player now, so it's a little bit more difficult. DRX, I don't really see them doing it with just the two players they have with the 0 Elim game. Maybe if they get up to a top 3, potentially they set themselves up for the next match, but probably will have to be a pretty large game off the back of that one. But looking at this circle, likely that the Xavier, Wolf, as well as Thunder Talk go down in the next shift. We should be coming through soon. You just got a southeast hard shift. It's not very likely you're going to get another one, in my opinion.
It's going to be really tough for the Xavier here. I mean, they still have a path on into this next zone with a crash. But the problem is you got Thunder Talk on the other side that are looking at them. Yeah, they're both looking at each other. And that's making it difficult for both squads. Honestly, this is one of those times where, like, if you're Thunder Talk and the Xavier, you should kind of look at each other and be like, hey, let's just push together. Because if we don't fight this out, we're both going out right here, right now. But Alpha Gaming are like, nah, we're not going to risk that. Let's start putting on these shots and get some points on the board.
DRX definitely trying to pick something up where they can over towards DXavier. I think DRX understands that, hey, we are center right now. We do need to sort of capitalize off the back of that. And DXavier is the team we have angles on towards.
Got it.
Aaron? Okay.
Sneaky.
Makes it up.
Thunder Talk are so much in trouble right now. Jin gets knocked in return, but they'll still have plenty of time to get him back up. That's 5 eliminations from DXavier. Next circle goes on over to APG.
King still has it, but you're right, does send her up over towards APG, and it ain't easy being the king, as you just go down in the circle on that southeast side. DXavier slowly mending themselves inside of this circle right now. 86 points. A lot of those points came through from day 1. Day 2 was a complete wash, in my opinion. This is a big APG game.
Huge game for APG. They just broke that 100-point mark. Currently sitting in 3rd place. Oof is still alive, though. They're going to be able to sneak away some placement points here. Aaron's actually in a really good spot on that ridgeline. I definitely think she's actually going to get some pretty serious placements. But this fight's going to ring out at any moment. And honestly, it's going to be deciding on who fights first. Like, if you're DXavier, what do you do in this position? I think you just kind of wait it out, hope for a fight, and then finally make that push.
I mean, to be honest with you, they sort of control center right now. Stage 9 is where it's all at. And there's not an unlikely possibility that DXavier could win this game if they play it slow enough and they set it up well enough. But I think this team is battered and bruised, right? The vests are shredded on this squad.
That's the X factor right there. Dog pushing on out, gets knocked top though really quick on the res. I'll tell you what, man, if Doc gets knocked,
yo! Oh my god, I felt that.
I know.
I actually saw that happening.
I mean, with Aaron, you kind of really can't count him out for making that happen. But for APG, this is terrible news. Now this makes their next game that they play, because getting the chicken dinner now, it's not served. They haven't had the time to set up going into this zone 9. They've had to get themselves back up to 70% HP, and they haven't had those stims rolling. So none of them are 100% right now.
Yeah, good thing for them, though. They have that site cleared out now that Aaron's gone. So, I mean, look at that, though. Like,
That's a lineup, right?
That is.
You're on to get gunned down.
Xavier, oh my goodness. So set up here with this ridge line. So easy. This is definitely not an easy rotation. He's going to go out, and Tom's actually going to take that point.
Yeah, nice steal indeed. 11 elims is great. I mean, if they go down now, it's a 17-point game for them, but I think they would love the chicken dinner as well as all of these elims. Because yes, you lose out the 4 points from not getting the chicken dinner, but you also lose out the 4 points right here as well on those players. This is a cheeky angle.
With a nade on top as well.
Courage is very low, and suddenly Xavier running scared. Another nade sent through, and it is perfect and on point.
They're stuck. They're completely stuck out. Reefus with this off angle is looking too good.
That nade locks
it,
it,
loads it. It's all up to Lemon by himself, and that is Alpha Gaming. Get the chicken dinner right when they needed it.
It's a massive win for APG. It looked deadly. The two solos almost ruined it for them. Aaron able to find a double and almost find top of the window. That guy's on target, top on top. Such good work from them. Again, that is a huge game. 4+ points off the back of the win, 4+ points off the back of the DX Xavier players. That is a big jump up.